My first release on streaming platforms was, I think I was 18. I was a freshman in college and I didn't have any friends who made music. I just figured out how to do it myself. And then I met two other people, and one was a producer and he helped me make my first single. Um, but it's not on streaming platforms anymore.
The first song I released is a song called First Friend. It's about my first friend, Nate. He unfortunately passed away in a car accident a few years ago. And I wrote a song on guitar about our friendship and how much he meant to me.
Stefano here had written two songs, and they then invited me to be in the band, and then we reworked them, figured them out, and then we put three songs on top of that, and it took a very long time for no reason.
Yeah, it was kind of like one of those things where we just kind of wanted to have something out already on every streaming platform, and to be quite honest with you, it was probably a little rushed, but I'm fairly happy about the product, and I'm excited for future releases.
Yeah, it was like rushed and lagged at the same time. Yeah, I don't know how you do that, but we figured it out.
Yeah, we took maybe a year and a half.
Yeah, like with writing and way too long. Wait, did you have anything to say? Should I pass it to you?
I had a lot of fun recording our demo. But they all helped definitely. We all produced it. I just had the tools, and and then I passed it on to a friend who could spice it up a little bit more and
Name drop.
Luis Haro, Subvert Recordings.
Subvert.
He is a what do you call it?
The man.
He is the man.
He's so cool.
So yeah, good engineer, loves the music, super passionate.
My first release, honestly, that's kind of crazy because like the first thing that I released was probably when I was like maybe like 14, 15 years old. So this was already a decade ago. I used to really, really like SoundCloud producers that were putting out beat tapes. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to follow a lot of different producers that, over time, some of them got bigger and started working with rappers that I know about. But, I would listen to how like lo-fi hip hop producers was like putting out beat tapes and stuff like that. And that was just like the craziest thing to me that they were doing that. I loved the idea of it. I loved the thought of it. So I just, I wanted to be a part of it. So I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna just make a bunch of beats, throw them in Audacity, and then just like make them all fade into each other. And like, that was like my first release. But like, to be honest with you, doing that at like 14, 15 compared to, what I'm saying, what I'm doing now is way, way, way different. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a whole nother wave, a whole nother, what I'm saying? Like everything that I think about then is completely different from what I think about now, except for the fact that like, it has to be something that I feel, you know what I'm saying? It has to be something in my soul and my spirit. But, you know what I'm saying? Everything else about how I make releases now, it's completely different. But yeah, that first one was that I wanted to be like a SoundCloud lo-fi producer. I wanted to be putting out beat tapes. I wanted to like show my friends and be like, yeah, by the way, if you need a beat, you know what I'm saying? Check out this tape. If you like one, I'm gonna give it to you. Like, just something like that.
We entered a local battle of the bands literally down the street from my house, and I just knew. I told these guys like, we're winning. There's no way we're not.
And we ended up winning.
And we ended up winning, and the prize was an hour of studio time. So we went to the studio, did some cooking, and now we have 2 songs ready to be released.
For all intents and purposes, we're going to call Windowless Bathroom my first release because there's like 8 mixtapes before that are all bad. Windowless Bathroom was an album I made living in a one bed, one bath apartment with a windowless bathroom, where every time I'd have an episode, it would usually be in that windowless bathroom, and it was like yellow and grimy, and there were flies coming out of the sink. The landlord did not take care of it at all. And the same year that I made that album, which was 2021, 2022, was one of the worst years of my life. I lost a couple homies. I was not making any money. I was a full-time artist for the first time, living $100 check to check, just piss poor. So I just ended up doing the only thing I know how to do, which is make music. So I made a 13-track album in the form of Windowless Bathroom, sold that on a website that I paid for with the last of my money with some handmade merch, and it actually kept me afloat for a couple months. So great lesson in putting the hands into the artists, putting the music into the hands of the artists.